Hey everyone, hope you guys are having a great day. Today is Monday and I know that I didn't upload any videos for the last couple of weeks. It's been super crazy around here, and so I wanted to make a quick video tonight to share with you and show you what we're having for dinner. I'm gonna call this chicken tacos, and I'm gonna do it in my Instant Pot. So last week I went shopping in my freezer and I pulled out some chicken and I pulled out some pork roast and chuck roast, excuse me. And all week I kept checking them and they were still frozen and still frozen. Apparently my refrigerator, my second refrigerator, is very, very cold, because I went to take the chicken out today to bake it and it's still slightly frozen. So, and then I was also surprised because the top said chicken thighs, and I was like, oh, all right, bone-in chicken thighs. I'll just throw them on a parchment-lined baking sheet and season them up. And then when I opened up the package, I was like, oh, those don't look like they have bones. So what am I going to do with these? And so what I decided to do was to pull out my big 8-quart Instant Pot. I have two Instant Pots. I got one 3-quart and then this 8-quart, and I got really great deals on both of them, so that's why I have two of them. And so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this one. I'm actually probably going to throw the chuck roast in the little Instant Pot, but I'm not going to show that this time because I just want to show you this recipe. So let me go ahead and turn you down and show you what we're going to do. So as you can see, this is my Instant Pot, and it is very, very big. If you can see it, it's really deep. So I like to use this for the bigger things or things that are going to get really juicy. I think I've actually already ruined my little one. I have to clean it a little better, I think, because one time I put something in, it was just a little bit too big for the Instant Pot, and it started spitting water all over the place, and it just hasn't worked right since. So that was one reason why I wanted to get this big one. But so I'm going to put this to the side, and I will tell you that, you know, those big racks of pork ribs that I got, I literally just kind of wrap them in on themselves, fit them in here, and they fit perfect in here. There's still space in here most of the time. So I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side and show you what I'm going to do. So because these are boneless and skinless, usually I just cut them up and I use them for my sauteed green beans or something like that. But I wanted to do something different that the whole family would like, and I just don't feel like cutting anything up today. So what I'm going to do, and I will show you that these things are still extremely frozen. As you can see, they're still very, very frozen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break them apart just a little bit, and I'm just going to throw them into the Instant Pot. And I will tell you guys, this is the first time I'm trying this, so if you see this video, it means that it worked well. And this is kind of a riff on, and some of them are a little bit unfrozen, but you know, that's okay too. So this is kind of a riff on an old recipe that I used to make pre-keto and pre all of my stupid allergies. And what it is that we're going to take taco seasoning. And so right now, if you look at my pot, hold on, there you go. It's just in a single layer. So what I'm going to do is I put my taco seasoning in a shaker, and I'm just gonna liberally coat these with taco seasoning. Now my original recipe, and you guys can do this if you want, find you some low carb salsa, and I got some at Sam's the other day, and it is pretty low carb. It's 1 gram of carb per 2 tablespoons, which I think is pretty awesome. So what you do is you can take, I usually put taco seasoning and the salsa on, but because I can't have the salsa because of the garlic and onion, we're just gonna do taco seasoning. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the second layer, and you can layer this up as much as you want to fill up your pot, okay? And I will show you that this filled up about halfway up, maybe. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna wash my hands and wash my shaker, and I'll be right back. All right, so like I said, all I'm gonna be doing this time is putting taco seasoning in here, but back in the day, I would also put some salsa in here. 2 tablespoons is 1/8 of a cup. So if you get the low carb taco salsa, it will be for, let's see, so 4 tablespoons is 1/4 cup. So that would be 2 carbs, okay? So if you use 1/4 cup or 1/2 cup, 1/2 cup would only be 4 carbs for the whole thing. I wouldn't use more than that. These seem to, all of the recipes I see, excuse me, say you need to put liquid in there and stuff like that. And I've really found while cooking that a lot produces its own juices, and I think it's because I'm not using lean meats. And so I'm not gonna put any water in this for a couple of reasons. First of all, I think that they will produce enough juice, especially with the fat that's still on the thighs, but also they're still semi-frozen, so as they thaw, that water will come out and that'll be the water. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put this lid on, and I'm gonna try and do this backwards, you guys, so don't laugh at me, okay? All right, let me actually put this down a little bit. Let's see if I can get it there. Oh, look at there. Okay, so now I'm gonna come around to this side. All right, so I'm gonna choose meats and stews. And I have this set from last time when I did the pork ribs. I'm not gonna do it for 75 minutes because I think that would be just crazy. Oops, we don't wanna do that. So we're gonna do it, we're gonna change our time. And I'm actually gonna do this for 45 minutes. If they were thawed out, I'd probably do it for 30, but because they're not, I'm gonna cook them a little bit longer just to be on the safe side. So what is the advantage of doing this in the Instant Pot, and why do you wanna do this? All right, so what is the advantage of, what's the end game? The end game for this is going to be chicken tacos. I'm gonna take the chicken once it's fully cooked, and I'm just going to use a fork, and we're going to shred it up. The kids can put it on tortillas. We can put it in romaine lettuce boats. We can put it on a taco salad. We can put other tacos type things on there. Salsa, sour cream, cheese, bacon bits, you know. So we're going to do that tonight for dinner, and this will give us leftovers for the week as well. So I'm really excited to make this recipe. It is really, really good with the salsa, and I do recommend that if you can have salsa that you use it, because when you shred it up, the onions and the tomatoes get mixed in with the meat. Unfortunately, I can't do that, but you guys can. And let me show you, give me just a minute, and I will show you the salsa that we are going to use. All right. Here is the salsa that we are going to serve with this. This is Members Mark Fresh Salsa. We found it in the refrigerated section at Sam's. Actually, my mom turned me on to this a couple weeks ago, and it says 1 serving is 2 tablespoons, 1 gram of carb, 1 gram of sugar, and no fat, no protein. So 2 tablespoons is 1 gram of carb. 1/4 cup is 2. The other salsa that we have in our refrigerator we got from Aldi. 2 tablespoons is 2 grams of carbs. So this is half. This is half the carbs. So my husband can use that on his tacos and feel comfortable doing it. So once this is all done cooking, I will bring you back in 45 minutes and show you how it turned out and what we're gonna do next. So I'll see you soon. All right, I'm back and my Instant Pot just started beeping. So I wanna show you the next thing that you're going to do. And when it comes to these Instant Pots, you need to make sure that they are fully vented before you try to open it. So let me show you what that means. So on the top, you can see there's this little button right here. That is pushed up and out because it is pressurized right now. What we have to do is we have to either we can wait and it will naturally release its pressure, or we can do a fast pressure depressurize. So we're gonna vent this now and it's really loud, so I will cut out part of this, but I wanted you to see how it is. On this 8 quart, I can either go to the right or to the left to vent it, so I'm just gonna do that, and all I'm gonna do is turn it. And my cat just freaked out and jumped off the chair. It's hysterical. Too funny. All right, it is done venting, and as you can see, the pressure valve has dropped, so we know that it is safe to open. So make sure that you wait until that is down to open it. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. And I'll tell you, my house smells amazing right now. Because when it vented, all that good steam and flavor came out. Okay, so here we are. Let's see if I can get you a little more there. Okay, so this is the chicken, and as you can see, there is quite a large amount of broth in here, and that's one reason why I didn't add any liquid to this, because I just knew. So the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead, and as you can see, it is super tender and it is easy to break up and shred. And I will say we cook this for 45 minutes. Don't forget, when it comes to these Instant Pots, that you got to add in about another 10 minutes, 5 or so to the front and 5 or so to the back, because it's got to pressurize and then it's got to depressurize. So if you're in a hurry and you think this is going to take 30 minutes to cook, it's actually going to be more like 40 to 45, because it has to pressurize and then it has to depressurize. So as you can see, this is just, it's just super tender. And I found this to be true the other day. I made another recipe in here, and I will probably make that one again really soon. And so I'm not going to tell you about it, but there you go. So that is the chicken that I've got for our chicken fajitas. Let me grab a bowl real quick and I will show you what it looks like. All right, so there's the chicken, and what you can do is you can weigh this out and you can use it in romaine lettuce leaves or over salad. You could even use iceberg lettuce leaves with all of your favorite toppings, black olives, avocados, sour cream, cheddar, a little bit of low-carb salsa. I'm trying to think what else. Just, you know, go crazy. Peppers, onions, you could definitely do that. So let me go ahead and try it. That was really good. It's super tender. It's not dried out at all. And it has the flavor throughout. So that's how I make my chicken fajitas. I hope you enjoyed this recipe today, and I will talk to you really soon.